So welcome back to the channel. Today is a work day down here in the fish room. Been down here slowly moving new fish into different aquariums, setting up tanks, and also working on the expansion back there. You guys can see we have a few tanks up and running. I'll give you guys a look at that here in just a second and tell you about everything that's going on here. I'm also going to give you guys an update on the tank that we just set up in yesterday's video. But I was like, you know what, I've been working all day. Let me just take a break and enjoy some aquariums and feed some of these fish. So I decided to just come through, feed the fish, and we just hang out for a second and look at some of these tanks. This is the tank with all my orange swordtails. I just love this tank. I don't know what it is about it. Probably because I got all them little panda cories in there. I've been really enjoying looking at these fish. Just something about them. But I feed them a lot of algae wafers and I feed them a lot of brine shrimp. There's tons of little like bottom dwelling fish in here. We have probably about 8 to 10 coolie loaches in here, different type of species. I only see one type right here. Actually, you know, there's some more over here. Not exactly sure what type of species of coolie loach this is, but I really like them though. So I think I got about 6 of those, and I think, well, yeah, you can see 2 more pop it out right there. Hopefully these guys end up spawning for me. That'd be super dope to get a bunch of coolie loaches babies. But we also have, I guess, the regular coolie loaches, which are like the brown ones. I probably have about 3 or 4 of those in here as well. And then we also have some little baby bristlenose plecos that I've been growing out for quite some time. But these guys love these algae wafers, even the swordtails. They just love picking at it. And I can leave those in here, come back a few hours later, and everything just be gone. So this has been a really fun tank for me to feed and just enjoy and look at. And eventually I'm probably going to add some more plants to it or do more with it. But for right now, I kind of want to keep it simple, just like it is, because it seems like everybody is doing just fine. Look at all the little cories. Just a cool little fish. I got a newfound love for corridors, though. I'm not even going to lie. And of course, I love my little bristlenose plecos. Just a little fun tank to look at and enjoy. We'll go ahead and feed some more tanks down here and grab my food. Got our heckalize over here. We'll see if these guys want to eat. The gynocaras. I just turned their lights on, so they might be a little shy. Oh, they might want to come out. There they go. Little gynocara, they love them some brine shrimp. As you can see, they go crazy for it. I'll also put some pellets in this tank as well, because the heckalize, they do like to eat a little bit of some pellets from time to time. Definitely going to put a background on this tank. The concrete is cool. It don't look horrible, but I'm definitely going to be adding a background to this tank. Just haven't got around to that just yet, but we'll get there. Just slowly but surely, every day, doing different things down here in the fish room to really bring this thing to life. I'm going to be actually putting things on the walls anyway, so you won't even see the concrete walls when I'm done with the whole build down here. But for right now, it is what it is. As long as the fish is healthy, that's really all that matters. They're not too hungry right now though. Normally time the heckalize to be up eating, but I feed these fish so much down here in the fish room. Like, you'll be surprised how much I feed. Down here I put some fish into this tank today. I put my silver dollars in here and also some pictus catfish in this one as well. Let's see if these guys want to eat. They only been in this tank for maybe like an hour or 2, so they might not be really worried about food right now. But once one smell it, they're gonna all start eating though, that's for sure. I really like these pictus catfish too. I've had these guys for probably about going on a couple years now. They're decent size, not even gonna lie. Let me put some pellets in here as well. But yeah, so we got the silver dollars in here. Might end up selling these guys, so if anybody interested in some silver dollars, let me know, because I don't have the tank space to house these guys long term. But for right now, they're super cool fish and fun fish to enjoy. I'm gonna pick this catfish, they be on it. Really cool catfish. A lot of activity. I got 3 of them in there. Okay, I see the other one hanging out over there. Just some fun fish. Fun. Look at that. Silver dollar got a pellet in his mouth. Look like a little pacu, don't they? I think they're just some regular silver dollars. I'm not 100% sure the species, but I think they're just regular silver dollars. Nothing fancy about them. But I really do love the red hooks. That's probably the only silver dollar I probably would actually like keep long term is some red hook silver dollars. I think those are pretty cool. This tank up here is one of the next tanks we're gonna start working on. And along with this one, we got to get these things scaped and looking good. So we'll definitely be dropping videos on that here soon. Down here, I added some more fish to this tank today. You know, I already had my angels in here, but I decided to add a little bit more. So I added in some tetras. We got some serpent tetras in here. And I think those are like some rainbow tetras. And then we still got our neon tetras and our rose line sharks. Then I put in my rosy barbs in here. See that nice male right there, looking good. And then just try to put a little bit of hardscape because a lot of these tanks are going to be full of hundreds of a certain type of species of fish. I'm going to need to be able to get in these tanks to catch fish up out of here. So I don't want the scapes just too dense because it's going to be horrible trying to catch fish. So I just added a few rocks and driftwood and just planted a few little plants in there. And then eventually as things evolve, we'll do more. But for right now, I'm liking how this is. Just focusing on the fish right now. A lot of my fish have been either all in one tank together or been in bad situations for the last few months. So I kind of want to get everything back together. But this the tank that we just set up in yesterday's video. As you can see, this thing is looking pristine right now. It's been about 24 hours. You can see how good this tank looks. Let's feed these guys. Yeah, they're looking amazing. Tank came out really good. Looking good, looking good. How many times in a day do you guys feed your fish? I feed my fish at least 2 or 3 times a day. And I just sit here and I just feed them and I feed them until their bellies is fat, and then I come back later on and feed them some more. We got a little Julie Core, he just over here hanging out by himself. I need to get some more of those guys because he looked like he is pretty lonely. But this tank is looking amazing. I think it came out super good. And went ahead and added some pothos so you can see the roots hanging down. So we got some pothos in that tank. This thing is just pristine right now. So you guys get a look at how that thing is looking. Over here though, I had emptied out my shrimp tank, so now I got all my little shrimp in this little bucket. I'm going to be setting up a cool little like shrimp paradise. So I got them in here right now in this little Tupperware. I'm going to be setting up a tank for them. I definitely love the shrimp. This tank over here, just recently got this one up and running today. I turned this into a all severum tank. So I've had a lot of these severums for quite some time. Go ahead and put some pellets in here. See if these guys are hungry. So I had these severums for quite some time. We got the gold ones, and I believe these guys are like red tiger severums or green severums. I'm not 100% sure exactly what type of severums they are, but they've been doing good. I think I got about 4 or 5 of this type, and I think I got 2 of the golds. So I decided, you know, let's do an all little severum tank. Let these guys hang out, live their best life. Feeding them some pellets. One thing I do is I soak my pellets before I feed it, so that way the fish don't have to struggle so much to eat. So I just soak them for a little bit, and that way they can take them down a lot better. So just a little tip. But yeah, they definitely eating. Got a little mouthful. But yeah, these guys I'm gonna be in here for a minute, and I'm gonna grow them up, and then eventually I may sell them at local swaps or something like that. But for right now, I enjoy them. I think these are some really, especially this boy right here. He look good with that nice red tail on him. That one looks good too. That might be a tiger. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm not real big on the severum, so I don't know all the species. But you can see he got the blue on his face, the red bottom fins. And then obviously I know those are the gold um, severums right there. So that's what's going on in that tank. Everything else, all the rest of the tanks still empty. No fish in them just yet. But we are getting to that slowly but surely. Been working on the back room today. As you can see, I have a few tanks up and running with some filters in them, just getting everything cycled. Here are the 40 breeder stands right here. So these tanks are going to be pretty much like bare bottom, not really doing a lot of substrate, a lot of hardscape in these tanks. It's going to be strictly for quarantining fish and things like that. So I'm going to be adding a lot of chemicals and different things to these aquariums. So I don't want to be having it looking all beautified and hardscaped and everything. I just got some basic little stuff in here, and this is how it's going to look. And I'll probably add like some plants or something like that to give it some little greenery and help with the filtration. But I just got a few of these. I had stopped filling this one up. I'm like, I finished start recording video for you guys. So I got finished filling that one up. I got all these heaters down here that I need to get into these aquariums today as well, because all these tanks back here are going to be heated. So that way I can control the heat, because I'm bringing in different types of fish from overseas and different temperatures they need. So I got to make sure everything is good. So all these tanks are going to be having heaters on them, and the rest of the fish room is pretty much ran by just the heat of the basement, which normally stays between 78 to about 80 degrees depending on the time of the day. Later on in the evening it gets down to probably about 75, 76 degrees, but for the most part stays pretty tropical down here in the fish room. Let's feed some more of these guys. Looking good. So yeah, it's coming along, just slowly but surely getting everything together. Finally got me a fridge down here. I had this fridge since like college. So I had me a fridge and a little TV so I can be down here, have all my frozen food ready to feed the fish. I got all that looking good set up. And then I also brought my saltwater tank down here. If you guys remember, I had a saltwater tank. Oh, I had this thing for probably like almost 2 years. I had it running for probably about 6 to 8 months, and then things got busy on me and I shut it down. So we're going to be getting the saltwater tank back going. We're going to get like some cool little clowns or something like that for the saltwater tank. Let's put some pellets in this tank as well. Let them nibble on them pellets, them diamond tetras. Here. But yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys with too much footage. I just wanted to give you guys a little quick update, show you that we definitely have some more fish added into some aquariums, just slowly but surely getting things together. So I'll make sure I keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. And you know, that's gonna be pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here, like, comment, do all that stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out of here.